Good evening and welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome Aegean, and here's some of the top stories we have for you tonight. A dramatic rescue at sea, a freak accident on St. Croix, and a tribute to the victims of 9/11. These stories and more are up next on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, a 32-year-old man spent the night on his jet ski as he waited to be rescued for some 14 miles off the coast of St. Thomas. Here's News Channel 8's Lee Carl filing this report.
With what began as fun on the waters of Labor Day weekend, it turned into almost a tragedy. After being stranded in his jet ski watercraft in the open water through the night into Tuesday morning, help finally arrived for 32-year-old Junior Estrella in the form of a Coast Guard search and rescue team. The 10 a.m. Tuesday morning Coast Guard helicopter HH-65 Dolphin located to rescue Estrella, who was floating in his personal watercraft about 14 miles northwest of St. Thomas. He was taken to the Snyder Hospital in stable condition, expected to be discharged at the end of the day. The near-fatal boating trip began 6 p.m. Monday when he and friends, each on their own personal watercraft, left Makin's Bay to travel around the west end of the island to Charlotte Amalie. According to Department of Planning Natural Resource spokesman Jamail Nielsen, the trouble began when the trio began going around the west tip of the island. One of Estrella's friends began experiencing engine trouble, and when he came to stop and another friend turned back to assist him, after repairing the watercraft, the two noticed that Estrella was nowhere to be seen. Neither of the two made their way to Charlotte Amalie. Instead of landing on the west, making their way through the bush to the road and heading home. Once they arrived, they realized Estrella did not make it back. So a call went out to 911, then contacted the Department of Planning and Natural Resources, informed them of the missing person. The DPNR received much-needed assistance around the daybreak with a Coast Guard helicopter from Puerto Rico, from Borinquen actually, Coast Guard cutter Reef Shark, assigned to the Virgin Islands, a 20-foot-5 response boat from St. Thomas. Just after 10 a.m., the helicopter spotted Estrella, who was on his personal watercraft wearing a life jacket. And Coast Guard spokesperson Ricardo Castrogad said that was vital to his rescue. Meantime, for search and rescue purposes, it was critical, and the best thing you could do is to stay with your vessel. Coast Guard hoisted Estrella into the helicopter.
Thanks, Lee Carl. And a female driver mistakenly drove her car through a laundromat on St. Croix. The incident happened early this morning near Sunny Isle. News Channel 8's Wes Small files this exclusive report.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. We're here at the Sunny Isle Laundry, and I have to tell you that no, this is not a drive-through laundry, but unfortunately, a female driver, was backing up here, apparently with her clothes here, and she hit the gas by mistake. That's what we believe. She was probably trying to hit the brake, and boy, as you could see here, some severe damage. Unfortunately, we do have a customer who we believe could have been at the washer machine or something, and she has been taken to the emergency room seeking treatment. We hope that she'll be okay. The driver is definitely shaken up, poor thing, and she is inside the traffic pickup truck there, the law enforcement truck, giving her report to figure out exactly what happened. But as you could see from this damage here, I mean, she had to be going at a pretty good clip because, I mean, she really took out both doors, injured a customer, and really backed all into about 2 or 3 machines. So it's some significant damage here at Sunny Isle Laundry, but the customers and the owner and everyone here is taking it in stride, as you could see, just trying to get this area cleared off, and this will have to be towed out after investigators try to figure out what happened. So that's all we know right now. It happened around 7 o'clock this morning. News Channel 8 got the call to come to the scene. female passenger, unfortunately, hit the accelerator. She was probably trying to brake at the time, but the momentum just took her right through here, and we do have a female customer who was injured as she backed up, and she's in Juan Louis undergoing treatment in the emergency room. Here at Sunny Isle Laundry, I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Wes. And a man wanted for murder in the British Virgin Islands, who has been on the lam for 6 months, has now been caught. News Channel 8's Lee Carl files this report.
A man wanted for murder in the British Virgin Islands has been caught now. He's been on the lam for about 6 months. According to statements from the U.S. Marshal Service, Keon Edwards, 32, Josiah's Bay, Tortola, captured Thursday evening back here in St. Thomas. He was located by the Special Investigative Unit of the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force detectives, High-Intensity Drug Trafficking Area Task Force, FBI Safe Streets Task Force, as well as agents from the U.S. Postal Service and Customs and Border Protection. He was charged with entering the U.S. without inspection. BVI police, along with their counterparts throughout the Caribbean, had launched a manhunt for the St. Vincent native suspected of shooting to death Monroe Thomas March 1st. The collaborative effort between the agencies led to leads on St. Thomas. According to information, marshals conducted a number of interviews that determined Edwards was, in fact, on St. Thomas. Early Thursday evening, officers of law enforcement agencies arrested Edwards without incident in the parking lot of the local hotel. Statement did not say what hotel it was, but Edwards will be brought before the U.S. magistrate judge for his initial court appearance until his immigration status is determined or he's extradited to Tortola to face murder charges. He'll be held at the Bureau of Corrections, St. Thomas, according to that statement. Now, he is accused of fatally shooting Thomas on steps of the Club Diplomat in Longbush, Tortola. Since the time of his murder, Edwards had been on the lam and on the run. It's believed that Edwards fled the BVI within hours of the incident. Edwards was listed among the BVI's first most wanted, and Royal Virgin Islands Police Force had offered a cash reward of $5,000 for information leading to his capture. So he's in custody here and will be extradited back to the British Virgin Islands. In St. Thomas, Lee Carl for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Lee Carl. Well, it's Wednesday and time for your Crime Stoppers report. Here's News Channel 8's Wes Small with more.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. This is your Wednesday Crime Stopper report that we're doing from the Wynn Museum grounds. Why? Because here on St. Croix, we're still trying to locate that very large 2-ton copper still that was stolen from the Wynn Museum grounds sometime between Saturday, August 29th and Monday, August the 31st. Please help us recover this historic piece and part of our heritage, and also to identify the thieves. Right there you see. Let's keep it moving then to St. John, where we need your assistance in identifying 3 men who robbed the apartment above Morgan's Mango on September 3rd about 1:30 in the morning. That's when 3 black males armed with knives and machetes entered the apartment while it was occupied by the residents. After a fight ensued, a suspect could have received a laceration to his hand or forearm during that robbery. Taking it now to St. Thomas, trying to find 26-year-old Akila Charleswell. You're seeing her picture here, better known as Shorty. She was last seen August the 12th at E&M Grocery Store in Hall Bay, St. Thomas. Shorty is 5 feet tall, approximately 110 pounds, dark eyes, black hair, short locks with twists, and a medium brown complexion. If you see Miss Charleswell, please call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS. You can always call 911. And again, Crime Stoppers is 1-800-222-8477. On the Wynn Museum grounds, then, that is your Wednesday Crime Stopper report. We are still trying to find a 2-ton copper still. How those robbers and thieves got off with that heavy object, I don't know, but they had to have some help with a crane or a flatbed truck or something of the like. If you know anything about that, let's get that historic piece of property back to the Wynn Museum. I'm Wes Small with your Crime Stoppers report for News Channel 8.